boom, 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 boom. Hey, I'm Shawn Desman, and these are 5 songs that changed my life. Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. In Billie Jean, there's that driving bass line. Boom, 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 boom. It's like, you know when that song comes on, that it's that song. And I love that about a lot of Michael Jackson's records. The most vivid memories I have as a child were sitting in front of the TV and watching him perform Billie Jean and doing the moonwalk for the first time on Motown 25. I know it's so weird to say, but I was only like 2 years old. But I feel like I knew at that point that I wanted to be an entertainer, and I wanted to be a performer, and I wanted to be a dancer. And in the Billie Jean music video, when he's walking around and like the floor is lighting up on every step he took, I feel like that was the first time anybody had ever done that. And then if you watch my video, Let's Go, you could see I kind of did that on the MPC, which is like the drum machine, where I was dancing to dun 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 dun, dun and the keys were lighting up. So I kind of took that from Billie Jean as well. All Night Long by Lionel Richie is such an important song of my childhood. My dad had the Lionel Richie afro and also the Lionel Richie mustache. My dad literally looked like Lionel Richie. Reminds me of like how good those times were and how simple everything was, and like it didn't take a lot to make us happy. You know, you put on music and we were happy and we were dancing and we were singing. And it was also one of those songs that when you went to a party back in the 80s and it came on, everybody went wild. I love the production aspect of All Night Long because it had like this Caribbean feel, but it was like a monster pop song with like a huge pop chorus that was just so catchy and so easy to remember and so easy to sing, which I think is what helped it become such a monster hit worldwide. But mostly it reminds me of my dad, which I really love. My Favorite Girl by New Kids on the Block. All right, this is a really special one to me because this was the first song I ever performed on stage in front of an audience. So I was in grade 2. It was my grade 2 talent show. For some reason, I don't know why my teacher chose me to go up on stage and perform and said I should be in the talent show. I remember doing it and coming outside for recess. The whole school was waiting for me as I came outside, and they were like, "Oh my God, Shawn, you were amazing." And at that point, it kind of clicked, and I was like, maybe this is something I want to do as a career. I was 9 years old, and I never forget, since then, it's like I have just never wanted to not be on stage. That was such a key moment in my career. Locked Out of Heaven by Bruno Mars. I just really love this song, and I love everything about it because it was so different from what Bruno was doing before. We're all inspired by something. Something we hear, something we see. So I feel like he listened to like the Police record and was like, oh, I can do something like that. I've always made my records with kind of that in mind, where I never wanted to make something that sounded like something I had already done. So that's why this song is so important, and if you listen to it, it just feels like that, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. And I'm just so happy that Bruno like explored and like took other genres and like took things from certain artists. And I love that because that's what I do when I make music. Somebody That I Used to Know by Gotye. Okay. This, I have to say, and I gotta be honest, is my favorite song, probably of the last 2 decades. And I love the experimentation of the instruments, you know, like with the marimba, or maybe it was a xylophone. I don't know what it was, but the boom, 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 boom. I followed the Social Explosion, and because Walk Off the Earth did their own version, and funny enough, I actually saw that before I heard the original version. So I had seen the Walk Off the Earth video online. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. I actually thought it was their song. And then to find out it wasn't an original song. Gotye was the original artist, and then just fell in love with both versions, to be honest. And between him and I believe it was Kimbra, who was also on the song, she's featured on it. The vocals were perfect, lyrically it was perfect, melodically it was perfect. For me, it's a masterpiece.